mind despite what you have said to me. We're wasting all of our time. Why can't you see? So locate and stand straight and take aim. Let's gun is in my hands now, and I can't pull the trigger. I aim and then I fall down to my knees. The bullet's in my hand now, and I can't load the chamber. 'Cause that's what you'll remember of me. Remember carefully. The gun is in my hands now, and I can't pull the trigger. I aim and then I fall down to my knees. The bullet's in my hand now, and I can't load the chamber. Is this what you'll remember of me? The gun is in my Is this what you'll remember of me? The gun is in my Is this what you'll remember of me? Remember carefully.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to FSB Racing Friday night Winston Cup action. I'm your host, Sean Reap. My partner in crime, Milt Minter Jr., is with us once again, and we are at the Paperclip, Martinsville, as short track season rolls on. Milty, you and I were talking about this place. I don't know. I've been pretty clear. What do you think of it?
Well, as a road racing type of guy, and you hear real guys talk about it, it should have been a good track for me, but it wasn't for a long time until I got under the wing of Slim Jim Gately in the 23 there, working how this track is, the break and roll, smoothness, tire wear, consistency, everything. You have to have discipline, and it's Bible. I mean, and you're hard on the brakes, lift, roll, paperclip. So that means 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 are different. Very difficult, classic track. And
Few drag strips.
I think I got one win here, like in the sportsman division years ago. Challenging.
Yeah, 2 drag strips connected by 2 hairpin turns. It's the flat half-mile Martinsville for you.
Sean really loves this track.
It's a classic. I love watching it. I'll tell you that, that's for sure. Doris Gately cheering on Slim, who's on the pole tonight. Let's get the starting grid up. There we go. Slim Jim Gately continues his torrid pace here in season 43. Putting on the pole, beating out Matt Watkins, who makes a rare for this season Friday night start.
And what is Matt doing? He's practicing pit stops.
Well, short track racing, contrary to what you might think, on Friday nights tends to have long green flag runs. They've been some of our cleanest races, as you see Chet Barkin and the Richard Petty colors return into the fold. The 68 car.
That's my teammate right there, Donkey Bob.
He's been missing for a while, but good to see Chet back.
Chet won an IndyCar race in iRacing at Belle Isle, the road course, last week, and celebrated online with some alcohol, and then he had to pass out. Where you going, Chet?
Looks like we got some new paint on the 92 this week, as it just disappeared on me as they were taking the starting grid.
To your cars.
There it is. Lisa and Kevin just married. Well, congratulations, Lisa and Kevin. With a special nuptial paint scheme there for Kevin Mays. So that's what he meant by formal in the car file name. Well, we gotta get to it and make our picks here. And yeah, I know who you want, Slim. So I'm just gonna go with the guy next to him. I'm gonna take Matt Watkins because you never bet against him.
Well, he was fastest in practice one there, so we'll have to see how that goes.
Let's see how that go, and see if Slim can do anything with him. And what about 200 laps here tonight? That's a long way to go. Also, look at Nick Walters there, starting inside row 2.
Just about to mention that.
Dave Ellens in the breast cancer awareness pink Cadillac, outside row 2. Rick Castle, P5, Mark DeRocket DeSenza, Chris Beckman, Ryan Johnson, Dan Jones, and Pops Margison rounding out your top 10. Jason Dulfer, last car to put a qualifying time up. Chet Barkin, DJ Sorrentino, Ken Hansen, Donald Ritchie, and Kevin Mays all choosing to take provisionals. Try and start at the rear there. Yes, one of the things about this track is, even though his track position is important, the pit stalls, as you see pit road curves pretty sharply there, here in 3 and 4, it does the same thing in 1 and 2, so those guys with, as we go green here to start this race, those guys with pit stalls up front find themselves pitted on a curve, and it's pretty difficult to get in there as Casey decides to make an appearance and almost step on all my controls.
Atta girl.
It's a boy.
Atta boy.
Casey's the tuxie boy. It's Nick Walters.
Kitty.
Oh, we got cars all over turn 4. Pops Margison
big
around.
crash, Pops Margison around.
Caution flag finally in the air.
Jay Sorrentino. Oh, and the 9 around too. Ken Hansen in front of them.
Trying to back. Oh god! Now Casey's knocking my mic out of the way.
Well, they know when things, it's amazing what a cat knows. They know Chili Verde.
Well, he knows what I'm interested in. All right, Casey, sat down. Stop rubbing your face on my microphone.
Marcus Sinza gets in the wall and slows in front of Pops Marcus.
Well,
Pops has nowhere to go.
Yeah, it started further back than that. Here, I finally got the replay up. Still got a cat in my face, but here we go. Rick Castle and Mark DeSenza get a little physical there going into 3, and they're banging doors all the way around the corner, and that's what put them in front of Pops.
Oh, okay.
So there was a bit more to the story there.
Yeah, I think Rick was up on 2 tires at one time there.
It looked
And,
like
Mark
it.
too.
Oh, and then
And
Ken
then the
Hansen
9
spun.
just spins on his
Yeah.
own there.
He
Whoopsie.
just spun on his own after the caution flag was out already. So that was a bit of Keystone Cops routine there for our first caution. Oh, I never changed the event text on the overlay.
There's that slush, Poppy. I can tell you from talking to the dude, that guy in the 23 really wants to beat that guy in the 15.
You
And
bet.
this is a track he can do it at. We've watched him follow the 15 when he enters these races, right all over him. You know, tire wear, not an issue. Go a long way here.
Pops is still in. Did he get any damage you guys know of?
It was a pretty decent lick, but at not too big of a speed, so we'll have to see here. I'll take a look and go back and see if they beat on it here a little bit.
Yeah, that shouldn't really have done any damage to
Looking at
anyone.
Pop's marks in a couple laps ago going down pit road, the car looked pretty good. Let's see what they do here. They go for tires, right side tires, and left sides. You might as well.
Going green.
They're free. No damage fixed on the 99, so I think he's good. He's just in the back. He's got some freshies. He could try to undercut these guys or overcut these guys here now. If there's another caution.
If. This is short tracking.
Chad Barkin, and that's STP, the Racer's Edge.
And Nick
This is a long way
Walters
from
spins his
Belle
tires
Isle.
on the initial start, shoots to the inside, going to lose a ton of positions.
Oh, Chet, out of control there. He's going to have to let these guys by. Going from one sim to another, very difficult. And that car looks like a handful. He races with VR goggles, so all the intricacies of driving one sim from another, it's a huge undertaking.
Was he using that in NASCAR 2003 too?
As far as I know, I don't know. I'd have to talk to him for sure, but he's definitely using it in iRacing, and he's pushing up. I think he's just letting guys by here, and he's just here for the show. Chad is so chill and just wants to be a part of it. If the 43 of Donald Ritchie and the other STP car, he gets sideways on the curve. We got some Racer's Edge guys going at it here.
Meanwhile,
That
Slim.
curve again, dude, the inside curve bad. Don't want to hit that thing. It's big.
I flipped a truck hitting that curb here.
That's a better lap for the 43, and now he makes easy work of Chet, who lets him by. That's a smart pro racer. He understands his situation here. Matt Watkins gap in here. Best lap, last lap, 21.598 for Matt Watkins. Lush puppy. Snap yourself into a Slim Jim.
Slim's right there. He's hanging on.
I believe Slim wants long run here. Learning from him and having him get in my car and tell me what I was doing wrong. But I don't know, he's not looking it right now. The 23 loose coming out of, that's not his style there coming out of turn 2. He's smooth as glass. But still, he's pushing a little bit here.
Yeah, clip a little bit of curb.
The thing about this place is it's just like,
Ooh,
you know,
someone's
these others-
around.
Oh, and Matt Watkins goes high. And the caution is out. Okay.
That's on the backstretch. See if we can find who that was. That was your third place car at the time. A pink Cadillac, a 115. Dave Ellens. He just airs it out a little bit through the middle of the corner. Can't catch it again and loops it. Coming off.
That's how fast it is. I want to get some in-car here, and once we get going again and see how these cars throttle up here. Here we go.
Here's a clip a little curb. Wiggly,
Whoa!
saved it. Tried to
You can
gas it.
see, folks, from the live feed there, how big that curb is and how important it is to get close to it, but don't touch. Let Jim decide to pit here or what?
Yeah, he
Uh-oh.
dived. He dove down at the last minute.
Jason Dolfer, end of longest line. It's gonna drop
Pit
him
road
back.
here is it's bad. It's really easy to speed here. You don't have no button you can push and just do pit road speed. You got to do it with your RPMs and your F screens and your throttle.
What are you talking about? I've been relying on autopilot.
Yeah,
How's that working for you, bro?
that explains a lot.
A lot of complaints lately.
We got Chris Beckman. Chris, you got a copy?
Yep, Roger.
What's up with your race, bro?
Just chilling, man. It's early. Just hanging out.
Looks like you and Slim pitted there.
Yeah, I figured it seemed about time to get some tires. I don't like putting too many heat cycles on them if I can help it.
Yeah, it makes sense, but now you got a lot of cars in front of you there. Starting with Jim Merson 6th all the way up to Matt Watkins, still in the lead.
Okay, so humor me. Could you go the distance or go one more stop and try to overcut the next? If there's another caution,
We're showing
while other
6.
guys decide to pit, then you get track position and stay out. How far can you go?
We got 66 laps here, and how much is the full tank there, Chris?
I don't think you're going to get much more than about 85 laps.
So they're getting almost 20 more. What we got. So if it goes green, they're sitting in a good position.
Yeah, I think
but
the guys
we'll,
up front are fine. The tires will probably wear a lot quicker than ours, but they're still okay on fuel for a while.
Plus being hard to pass here.
Yep,
Big
Roger.
four.
Good luck.
A little
So that's
confusion
why-
there. The car's trying to get lined up
Pace car ducking in.
in the back.
Ryan Johnson moves up to 2nd. Rick Castle 3rd. Dan Jones 4th, and Mark Vicenza back up to 5th.
Where did he come from in the 59? There he is in P2. We got
yeah.
new players here. We got the 124 Brick Castle, we got Dan Jones up to fourth. Decinza, after, you know, getting a little bit of a paperclip stripe there, definitely still in the hunt. Let's see some in-car here.
There we see Slim working his way around Pops. Here comes Chris Beckman trying to follow, as well as Nick Walters.
I'm riding with
Let's
Dan
hop on
Jones
board.
here.
Hopping on board hopping on board the 23. As we watch
There's
Slim
three right
Jim's.
in this mirror here. Yep. Hey, we're going with the 3 here.
Yes, 23.
My bad. Slim Jim, you know, we've seen him lose his rhythm a little bit. That could happen to you in this race. Oh, he's catching that curve a little bit. You see that diamond arc right up next to it, then roll out and right back next to that curve. Use that roll off the throttle and turn the car. It's not the brakes. It turns. Oh, and he gets into the back of his teammate. Went down low. 3 wide. There comes the 14.
Ooh, man. That's not going to hold if they stick to it.
Little beat in the bag in here.
That's just rubbing. That's short track racing for you.
It is. And the 3 gets wide there.
I think Mark's just going to let them go so they don't get into each other again.
A little love tap there. He didn't probably mean it, or maybe, you know, but that's, when you're a driver, that's an indicator that, look, man, dude behind me is faster. I need to let him by, especially my teammate.
That's what they call the
That's
old
good
chrome
teamwork.
horn.
Well, Slim is just so good in the braking zones. All the track up, gets right down there, slams the nose of the car down. Once again here, now, but now he's lost time. But, you know, patience. Oh, hitting sideways here. Passing the lap car of 68 Chet Martin. These aren't your, you know, our FSB setups from, you know, 18 years ago. These are pro setups that turn very well, but they also, you know, loose as fast. So, see from the cockpit there, and now we go back to regular view here. Just a few laps there of on, off the gas, the discipline, the focus. Knowing where you're at. The corners look similar, but they're not. You gotta know. Because that's happened to me. It's like, am I in 2? Or am I in 4? Get distracted a little bit. Ryan Johnson, Mr. Where Did He Come From, a.k.a. Kevin Harvick-ish.
He's hanging tough
It's
right
all
there.
over the 15. I mean, really. Really, he's a strategy type scenario. Tonight he is just going at the 15. Can he keep up here? And it looks like he can. Let's look at the lap times. Within 6/100ths of a second. That lap, 2/100 of a second. His best lap. So these guys aren't lying about and just trying to chill a little bit. They're pushing hard. Coming up on some lap traffic of Donald Ritchie. These short tracks, this is going to happen all night. Who's going to get the advantage with traffic? Where do you meet them? They're coming up on Chet Barkin here. You guys are making it easy, but it's still not that easy when you leave room. You're still in the apex point of these leaders. Johnson charging on the 15 here.
He was really breathing the stink on him, trying to force an error.
Over the back of him.
Yeah, we've seen Watkins
I would
and
say that was a little bit of overbraking right there.
we've
That's exactly what Watkins wants to see, unless he gets in the back of him.
we've seen Watkins and Johnson go at it here before, but it was Isaac Johnson, the son of Ryan Johnson, having quite a Friday night battle here at Martinsville.
Whoa, the 59 gets
Woo.
sideways. And that'll get your sticker to Becker.
That'll get your tires to blister. I think you better back off before he kills those things.
And then you watch the next two corners. When you make a mistake here, it screws you up for the next two corners. Third corner, now he gets the curb there. That's why it's so hard to win at Martinsville. All those years, winning a couple championships and always being in the fight. For myself personally, this race was always so tough. Watkins making a little bit later entry and exit. Looks a little bit smoother. Ryan Johnson is going in hard on that inside curb like Clem was. Watkins is coming out and his apex point is not at, it's about a foot away. Johnson is a student here. This guy's a pro. He's got to be watching that and going, wait a minute, what I'm doing is not working here.
Yeah, actually, if you watch, let's go to overhead with Matt Watkins. Because what he's actually doing is he is apexing, but right there. He apexes extremely late.
Which is way later than the other cars up in the top 5.
Oh, Harry Diamond did it, so that's what he's looking for. The Diamond
Oh, there's smoke
pattern.
on
And
the
there's a
track
caution.
there.
I think it may have been for Ken Hansen.
The longer you go on tires, the more you got to start working that bottom more, And what do we have here?
Really got no tire wear here at all. We're like not even 10%, 15%.
10-4.
These guys caught up with us pretty quick, but they're just faster.
This time Watkins goes in, so if it's not tires, then they're seeking fuel.
Now Jim will get the lead here, should anyways.
Oh, the 9 creeps up on the 115 Dave Ellens, I think, and
Yeah, he just lost it when he got on the gas.
Fun. It got on the gas. Ryan Johnson, brother Spotty and Pate, right side tires.
You can see what I'm talking
Left
about
side
with the
tires.
curve of the pit road here. It makes pitting
That's
very
another
difficult.
thing, yes. Oh, Dave Ellens, did he hit his
Dave
spot?
Ellens
No,
did
Dave
not.
Ellens has to back up.
That's what we're talking about. This pit road is treacherous.
Further. Especially you qualify in the top 5, you're like, oh, then all of a sudden you realize you're on that curve. If you're P1, it's one thing. Well, unless you lose your track position, then you got to go around cars. You're almost better off starting back, and then moving up.
I think it was what some of these guys were going for, but then they got caught up in some stuff at the back of the pack, so you got to worry about that too.
Excellent pit stops for the 15 and 59. Lose very low track position.
None at all, actually.
And they'd lose none
Because those guys
other
are,
cars pit.
yeah, those cars are a lap down, so they're pitting this time by.
Now we're all even.
Lucky Dog should miss. Who's Lucky Dog
Blame
going to
Jim
be?
Gately patiently back up the P3 here.
Should be Chet Bark and
43, Donald Ritchie.
Don Ritchie.
Yep. Got to go at the time of the caution. The
Right, of
time
course.
they hit pits.
Kevin
That's-
May's getting service. 9 car, let's see if they.
Got his Dave Marcus point, maybe even.
Coors.
Yeah, Kevin Mays stayed out and got the extra point.
Water.
He's always good at doing that. Him and
Yeah, him and Chris Landry.
yes, Chris Landry's number 76.
Yeah, 76 and 92 have racked up more Dave Marcus points than anybody else, I think.
They may win a season just from doing that.
We got the lights off on the FSB pace car, signifying green next
Castle
time
and
by.
Jones seem to be symbiont here and right up towards the front here. Lap car of Chet Barkin going by.
He'll
Lights
start
are
on the
out.
inside. He'll start on the inside front row as the only car lap down there.
Nick Walters qualified well, but he's running a great race with keeping out of trouble, and things haven't been quite dealt the way he probably liked it, but he's still right there, and he's got the speed. And like I said last week, watching him and the week before, starting to realize this guy's got some serious skills. And he's loose coming out of turn 4.
And Jim stalking his teammate Ryan Johnson. Ryan not quite hanging as close to Matt this time by. I think Matt takes off better on the fresher tires than the heat cycled ones, as Chris was talking about before.
Yellow flag. Yellow is out. Yellow is out.
Yellow is out. Caution's out on the speedway.
Well, every time you have to bring it again, it's not a physical thing, it's a mental thing. Braking, you're not
can't
going
find
to wear
it.
your brake foot out, but it's the mental part of it. Executing.
Chet gets a lucky dog this time around.
Maybe. I can't find the source of the caution.
Yeah, I didn't see it on the track, so I can't help you.
That's the thing about Chad. As my talking about teammate in iRacing, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Got like one of his first wins in an Indy, in a really good series, and
There it
all
is.
the work he put in. And
99 pops Markson around again here. All by himself into turn 1. And yoop.
That's
There
too
it
bad.
goes.
He was having a great night.
Yeah,
It's
well,
a
it cost
fast
him some
car,
track
too.
position. He should be able to continue going. I don't think he had. Yeah, he was involved in the first caution, but it was not his caution. So that's really only one for him, and he gets going again there. Didn't hit anything. They
Perfect.
get 4 freshies and go back at it.
So let's maybe we can explain the 2 incident rule a little bit as far as if a driver causes a caution, he tags an incident. If you get 2 of those, you have to park the car.
Loosely, yes. A caution, or even if you knock someone into the wall or spin them out and there's no caution, or you knock somebody over the pit road speed limit.
Wrecked his night or something, you know?
Yeah, anything.
Well, you know, this is assessed by the admins after the race. Viewed, replay is viewed. This is a professional league, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, and it happens to all of us. And that's why these guys love racing here, because you don't get that in other sims. Get guys from you don't even know where they're at, and they could care less about driving you clean. You know.
How'd you do in the truck races last night, Sean?
Oh, I ended up 5th. I was 3rd with 3 to go, and then I spun in 2 places I've never spun before on that track, and threw it away.
Bummer. Who got first, second?
Dulfer won it with
No way.
That a boy.
Yeah,
Damn
Sonoma.
it, Jay.
Jam J Dulfer in 63. Yeah, he snagged the truck win at Sonoma last night with Dave Ellens in 2nd.
One of these days, you know, we'll have to get together and I'll show you how to get around that track, bro.
The track is brutal.
It was. I couldn't get a grasp of it, and I didn't want to wreck nobody.
Pretty tough
And
on
you're
old tires.
You're a heck of a road racer, Dan, so that's saying something, folks. Especially in
There
a
we go.
pickup truck. Lights are out on the base car.
Yeah, I like Watkins Glen. I like Mosport. Can't get Sonoma down. Pace car's off. Matt Watkins will lead us back to green here on 57. Yeah, Mosport, Canadian Tire. Whatever you want to call
Speaking
it.
of Jam and Jay here, he's back in 11th place right now, looking to move up. The Punisher.
Yeah, he got that penalty a few caution flags ago there. Got him back in the pack. He's got to pick his way forward again.
Execution, execution, execution. Problem is, when you get farther behind, it's like a LA freeway, you know. One guy makes a mistake, and next thing you know, you have to check up, and everybody has to check up, and but why track position is so huge.
Oh, Dave Ellens smacks the wall off too. That's a hard shot on that Cadillac's right side. Those caddies are so heavy that he probably moved the wall back.
Yeah, it's not going to help. Matt Watkins just dictating the show here. 23 taking a look at the 59 now. Here he comes, Slim Jim Gately, 59, way wide. And into the wall, scrapes against the wall.
I think Ryan was trying to let him go, but I don't think he was trying to get the wall like that.
Well, that's what's so hard here, you know. Yeah, Joe's getting a little loose out of two.
I think Dan got a little help there off too.
Yeah,
Chris
either
Beckman.
way, 14 is ready.
Yeah,
He's ready to go here.
I think as Dan was working on the 41, Chris Beckman, our other in-race reporter, gave him a little shot. And it looks like it actually ended up clearing him in the long run.
Well, the thing is, sometimes you give guys shots here and you don't really mean it. You know, you're not trying to do that. It's
Oh,
just,
no, of course not.
these braking zones are so difficult and hard, and you know you have to anticipate what they're doing and what you think you're going to do. You know,
Especially coming off the corner, it's so easy to unhook the rear tires, and it's just like that car is standing still, and the guy behind gets a launch and pop right in the rear.
this is one of the best races we've seen Dan Jones run in a while. Though here, he's really seems to be really dialed in. That car is turning really well, and you know, we'll see how it works out.
Oh, Slim Jim
14,
1.3
Nick
seconds
Walters
back.
just lost some time there with that kerfluffle. Beckman again trying to work on him with the 3, and then good run for DJ Sorrentino here. Has moved up. He was kind of back in the weeds a little bit there, patiently running, and 86 car seems really smooth. To run this track, you have to think about good finishes. If a chance to win comes your way, then yeah, you deal with it. But you have to constantly think about racing this track and what you can do, what Brown can do for you. And that's no mistakes and keeping that focus and lap time. Take a look at P9 DJ Sorrentino, 21.9, last lap, best lap 21.7. Take a look at the leader, last lap 21.5, best lap 21.497. So Matt Watkins is gapping these guys. That's what he does. You know, I mean, that's why he's such a great champion. He's just rewrote and wiped out any record that I have, except for some of the road racing ones. But if he had time, he would probably do that too. Starting to smell green here. Man, you know that feeling. I'm in the 23 car. I'm thinking, man, again, this guy. Whoa, but he gets close to the 43 coming out of the corner, just trying to let him by.
Yeah, but I think Slim also smells a good point night. He's not going to lose sight of that.
Oh, absolutely. You know, he's definitely running the races, looking for championship number 2.
Caution on the speedway. Pops Marguson will retire after 2 now.
Yeah, tough for Pops. Knows you don't know what this guy has gone through to even get on the track with health problems. You name it, he's had it. Slip and falls, eye
Right
issues.
in front of the leaders too, and his own teammate Matt Watkins. But everybody gets around.
He is the Iron Man and the venerable one of this league. Everything that this league stands for is, that's Pops Marguson. Son raced here for years.
Well, these guys pit. I'm gonna step aside and get a
Great
refill, and I'll be
people.
right back.
Okay, down pit road here, the very angry pit road that you just don't know what the heck's going to happen. Matt Watkins down in his stall. Slim has to go around us. And a great job there. You know, you're looking at the A post. Slim Jim rides cockpit like I do. So all you can see is that A post. That's a great job, and Slim Jim Gately takes the lead. What a masterful job there, folks. You don't know how. Man, that is hard. Watkins did not mess up there. He was definitely had a good slide into his stall. Slim Jim had to go around him, which is the hardest thing, even on a straight pit road. And
Yeah, I
then
usually tag the
to
car.
pass him like that is incredible. Dan Jones.
Yes. Sometimes you got to, you slide and that car's there in your way, and you always kind of a little bit of a hit. Oh,
That was
23's pulling over.
amazing stuff.
23's pulling over.
Oh no!
Motor blew.
What?
You have it here. I just passed him. Motor blew. He just put it up.
Under caution, the 23 blows up. You gotta be kidding me.
That'll teach him for having an awesome. That's too bad on Slim's part here tonight. And his whole fan base.
I don't know what to say right now.
It happens, right? Random.
Well, my dad raced for 50 years in the IMSA and everything, and the things I saw that lost him races, he was 12 minutes away from winning the 12 hours of Sebring, and the clutch cable broke. And the car was stuck after 12 hours to win one of the big three road races in the world, Daytona 24-hour, Le Mans, and Sebring 12 hours. Yeah, so I get it, but that's just, wow, that's horrible. That just makes me sick there. And we have Slim Jim Gately in the house here. Dude, man, I don't know what to say, dude.
I have no words.
Oh my gosh.
Just have no clue why. I was just putting along in second. It just went out.
Especially after such a great pit stop, going around the 15 with just looking out the A post, and you nailed that stop and took the lead. And then you get punched in the gut like that. It's unbelievable.
My motor blew, Sean.
No.
Under caution, putting around in second gear, it blew.
He beat Matt Watkins out of pit road under caution, driving around him into the number one stall, out executed Matt, and came out and blew up.
Man, I stepped aside to get a soda, come back, and the camera is locked in position because it was on you, Slim.
Well, I saw it, Dude,
wow.
You gotta go back and watch
To rocket
that.
to the lead.
Yeah, go back and show us the replay of that great pit stop, and then the subs. We have to see this, even though it sucks, But
Yeah, so here's the pit sequence.
okay, here's the pit sequence.
And see if it looks like I redlined when I took off out of the pits.
I mean, I do that all the time, and it doesn't blow the motor.
Well, it's a race car. You're supposed to spin the tires, Look at that. More tires for Slim Jim. Here's the helicopter view.
That's all the cars in there. That's the advantage of the number one pit stall there.
And you didn't even spin the tires. He comes out and second gear
looks
here, just cruising and la-di-da and couple ammo.
I mean, of all
But
the
not yet. Okay, here we go.
of all the rotten luck things, I mean, that could only happen to Slim.
I mean, that was the only way I was going to pass that dude was in the pits.
Well, we talked about it the whole time of, what's your mindset when you race the 15 and he's on it like this, and then look, the thing just blows up.
I mean,
Yep, shut
We
off.
talked
I was-
about it like my dad's real racing and stuff, and the kind of disappointments he's had, and this is right up there. Like, I mean, when you execute like that and nail it, and
I felt like I could run as fast as he could. If I could have just got to him, pressured him, Mike could have, got him to mess up. Probably not, but
There was a lot of laps to do it in, though.
well, the thing
Yeah.
was, is you got the track position there, and then you get the clean air, you get the to start like he has. That's where he's getting the advantage on the restarts.
man,
And
it did.
then
dude
he's
sailed out of
he's
a
got the
cannon
clean
at the
air,
beginning
and
of the run.
you can't. He's not making the mistake. You had it, and
I had the same thing happen to me on a Friday night chasing Slim around Pocono. I had something for you, but the motor blew under caution.
I don't guess I remember that.
Yeah, probably not.
well, if it doesn't happen to you and you won the race, you're
Mhm.
probably just thinking about how I won.
Good point. Well,
Race car driver, sim racers have to have a short memory. You got a championship, you can win here, and
Yeah, you're still very much in control of this championship
And
fight.
the thing was you were going to put an exclamation point on that, but now you got to load up the loader, load up the truck, and take it to the next one.
Yep.
Dadgummit.
yeah, that's racing, as they say.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why we love sim racing, is because, and we love FSB because it's so realistic. You get the highs and the lows, and
Yeah, you can't write this script, no
you
doubt.
can't.
No.
It's not a first-person shooter game where you get on there and just kill a bunch of dudes you don't even know. Every week you're racing against guys that are prepping, and every race comes out different.
Well,
What's-
I'm gonna get on out of here. The fact that I
All
had
right, brother.
at least had something for him, at least I felt I did.
that's what I do as a driver.
I'll just
I
take it
try
as
to-
a positive. Is all I can do.
exactly what can you control and what you can't.
Oh, we got a battle for second here. Ken Hansen gets under Mark DeSenza.
Oh boy,
Puts the beer can into
007.
P2.
You guys have a good evening. See
All right,
you
thanks for
next
checking in,
brother.
Slim. Sorry
Sorry,
about the
man.
luck, and we'll catch you next time.
time. All right, good.
Here comes Nick Walters just continues to impress me. Working the veteran here, then the 007.
Yeah, Matt Watkins is checked out now, and best action on the track is these 4 cars.
Well, everybody's trying to get to where they have a chance to go after him. And Slim was patient and did that, and then executed in the pits, like he said. The only way I'm going to beat him is to get track position on him and beat him in the pits, and then make him try to work around trying to pass me. Now, heck, this thing ain't over. We're only approaching the halfway mark. Once again, still be focusing on Nick Walters here. What I see as a, former admin in this league and a driver competitor, I see racecraft, serious guys. Knows how to get it done, knows how to race clean and get what he can get. He knows he's racing against studs here.
Right behind him is Rick Castle, who smells opportunity tonight. So he's gonna get everything this race will give him. Try and scrape back some of those points on Slim Jim Gately, as we are once again showing caution on the speedway.
Debris on the track.
Debris caution, says our in-race reporter.
I think that was like pistons and valves and crankshaft from the 23 there. There was chunks blown right there. Once again, here we go.
I think what happens is if enough cars have hit the wall and haven't stopped for repairs, they'll throw that debris caution sometimes. Especially if someone hits it like really hard, enough to make the car kind of rock up and pitch the motor up.
Okay, we have another group pitting here. We're seeing sequence, off sequence guys here. These guys are smelling, and the leader down pit road.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's pitting really.
They must be looking at a number here because that's very strange with just a few laps. I'm
So
kind of
Jason
shocked
Wolf
here
was saying
unless
that.
I'm missing something.
I think what they're looking at is just to run it as a 100-lap race from here and pit at 50.
The 14 car, Nick Walters, right into his stall very well. You can see that guy's got serious skills, but he's going to lose some spots here. These pros outpit him here. Did anybody get 2 tires here? Or what the
I think
heck's
Ken
going
Hansen
on?
either topped off or only took 2.
Yeah, he took 2 last time too, and that's what
What
put him
did
up there.
3 do here? What did DeSenza here? DeSenza pulling way down low.
Is he
Is
penalized?
there a problem?
Yo,
Is there
End of
a
longest
penalty?
line.
End of longest line for the 3 car.
Oh, the
Oh my
ballad of Denny
gosh.
DeSenza
I love
again.
passing people like that.
Mark DeSenza, and he'll be the first to tell you his Achilles heel is pitting.
He gave us all the heads up tonight.
He gets more end of
Well,
longest
that
lines.
is- You know what? When I was active and competitive, that was my Achilles heel too. So, and I raced a lot against this guy. And
Just
I know
over.
the feeling. You gotta execute everything. This can't be fast on the track. You gotta be perfect
We got
in
halfway
the
there,
pits.
and they're showing 1 can. 79 laps we got for that, 100 laps to go.
Well, you know, obviously, if you're gonna get yellow flag pit stops again, you're gonna get those tires. If you get green flags, then maybe you might see some creative. Depends on the gap.
Chris out front, good job.
Had to do
Yeah.
something. Been stuck in traffic all night.
You stay
You
out,
take 2
top
tires,
off,
you get
2
out there?
tires.
We're trying 2 tires here.
Everybody else
Well,
good
so
behind you.
there's your answer there. I was wondering about who would take 2 tires, and you
I
got
was,
it.
I was gonna say, who's gonna gamble with their
I
lives?
love
just-
this strategy. Here.
It's
Like you
absolutely
said,
impossible to pass.
Yeah,
Exactly. Like you said, tire wear is not an issue. Cleaner than those. Let's see if the 15, what he likes, that arrow behind the 41 here. See if he likes it. With those 2 tires and very few laps as we go green here, I think the 41's going to have be able to keep that car down low and defend.
If anyone can find a way, the challenge, though. You know it's Matt
Well,
Watkins.
the thing is look at that restart by the 15. You know, I watch real racing all the time, and I wonder why don't these guys get on it more, especially like Formula One. Why are they waiting? You know, Matt, you see it, the aggressiveness is a 15 off the curb. Dude, I know this guy. I raced against him. I raced with him. He is just never. He is an animal.
And
And the
high
caution
side,
is up.
no caution.
No caution. He just beats the 41 right there.
Yes.
I thought the 41, like,
It looked like he slowed down later. Maybe he just spun the tires off the corner or something.
wow, are you kidding me? Well, and Now looking at that, yeah, you're right.
Matt Watkins reasserts himself as the controller, leader of this race.
Well, obviously he doesn't just race here; he runs in other leagues and kicks butt in those too. And we'd have to say that when you're looking at this 15 guy, he could be the best NASCAR 2003 driver in the world, or one of them. You know, I mean, you can open that for discussion, and there's still a lot of good, strong leagues, and because the game, the sim, is not dead, it's not even close, and this guy, it can win anywhere at any time, and you got to beat him. You know, good luck. It's not smoke and mirrors. I've seen it. I've watched replays. I analyze like a driver does, you know, or have analyzed it. You watch the in-car, you watch a replay. Story I always like to tell is we ran and won the 24 hours of Le Mans, even though we didn't get the win. That's a long story, but he was on our team in one of our B-class cars, and he sent me a replay, and he was like, I just can't go as fast as the other guys. And I watched that replay, and I watched him drive 8.48 miles of Le Mans sideways. I'd never seen anything like it. The car control of this guy is unbelievable. His quickness with his hands and are unbelievable. Focus. And usually one time in the race, he'll almost crash. And I've seen a couple times where he hit the curb. And he just grits his teeth, and it just makes him angry or whatever kind of emotion you want to call it. Focused, because he's got such great car control, he can save it for most of us humans. You know, in sim racing, you call guys humans, and you call, there's a select few, Kevin Lewis, Damon Costello, I've seen Derek Wood.
Those guys are your aliens.
They're called aliens.
And we got caution on the speedway again.
Number
You're at lap
14,
15.
Nick.
Oh,
So
he was
sad.
having such a good run too.
He was.
Well,
I'm
he
going to
should still
step
be in
away
it.
for a sec. I'll be right back, you guys.
Copy. Yeah, he still scored 6th.
Yeah, he was 5th.
4th, it says. A lap before he went around. Oh, that's a wheel hop. So here we go. He's running 4th behind Ken Hansen, and you see he just wheel hopped it. I think he downshifted too while he was under braking, and that was the downfall. It just popped the rear end loose. Rick Castle got a teeny tiny piece of that. That really shouldn't hurt either of them, to be honest. It's Martinsville. Harry Gant won this place with the whole front end cut off his car. We'll watch it from Rick Castle's onboard. Hello! See, it barely affected the car at all. So, a
No,
bunch
and
of
he got out ahead of me too. I'm better.
Yeah. Matt Watkins Did he take 4 there? Oh, guys are getting. I hear him clutching pretty heavily under caution too. Getting pretty close to the fuel window, aren't you guys?
79 showing, 84 laps to go. A couple cautions. Yeah, you might get a showing a splash.
There you go. Matt Watkins is saving under this caution period. We're gonna find a lot of guys probably go into fuel saving mode now. Start thinking about that. Yeah, you don't think of Martinsville as a fuel mileage track, but it can happen. Lights still on at the speedway here. At least one more, or 2 more laps of caution here. Donald Ritchie currently scored as the leader. Now he's going down pit road now. It's going to cycle to Nick Walters. Nick Walters goes from spinning to bring the caution out to the lead.
That's almost illegal.
So he didn't pit or what?
Yeah, he pitted. I don't think he took tires.
He must have been set up, surprising after a spin too, to not take tires. He must have.
Let's see.
He must.
We talked about track.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He must have already had that set for a future stop or something, and then forgot to change it before coming in.
Well, as a driver, Sean, if you spin here, how much damage does that give you on your tires?
Depends really on how long you slide it. Alright, let's see him on pit road here. Taking a look. Left side went up. That's it. All I changed was the left sides and away.
Okay. He took rights last time then.
Yeah, but then he...
That's smart, though, man. When you spin like that, you can really lose your
Here we go.
balance, let's go. Green, green, green. Watkins on the outside trying to make it 2 wide. Jones gets loose down low and is looking to make sure he doesn't make contact. Drives it in hard. Pushes the 15 away there. Great
Yeah.
for Jones, but still, he's got the 15 on his outside.
Matt Watkins hasn't had the fight like this all night long.
The problem for the 007.
Well, 14 is all over the place.
The apex coming out. So he loses the spot here. Now you got to defend here.
And meanwhile, Nick was all over the backstretch there. I don't think he can hold on much longer, and he's just going to roll over and give it to
It's
him.
awful hard. They
Yeah, he
know who
knows he's-
this guy is. Here comes Jones on the inside now. Drives it in like he stole it. Great pass, right? The 007. You expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond. I expect you to die.
I'm starting to wonder if that wasn't a mistake on Nick's part, where he didn't mean to take just lefts, but he didn't want to give up further track position by coming back in. Because the way that works,
Yeah, because that car is definitely going back here, but regrouping. You
'Cause
see
the-
the racecraft, though.
because the way
Push the issue, and he's keeping that 14 car clean.
because the way because the way the
14
tire
car,
selection
just
works
saying.
when you're driving is you have the F4 menu up, and you got all 4 tires there. It comes up default with all 4 of them checked, and you hit the spacebar once, and you get just rights, spacebar again for lefts. The 3rd time clear to no tires, and the 4th time to go back to 4 tires. So it's really easy to get out of, to be hitting that spacebar really fast.
A little bit.
and accidentally hit it one too many times or one too few times and get the wrong selection.
Look, it's easy to be a badass and drive it in there like you stole it and wreck everybody, but I'm seeing the 14 car got some racecraft. I've said it over and over again. You know, I don't want to jinx dude, but I see what I see. So I'm a fan, you know, and a former driver. So a little bit about what I'm looking at, but so do you all. You know, I mean, you can take. Here comes Beckman working the 007 here. The 007, in my opinion, he's not coming out of the. Easy for me to say. Not coming out of the. He's tightening up the exit of the corner. There, it's way smoother there. He needs to let that car flow a little bit more. He's turning hard. And he's feeling the pressure. You know, on the straightaways, you take a look in your mirror and look back. And he's getting pressured here. That focus level you have to have. I'm seeing better exits out of the 007 now, but, you know, a lot of times it takes you a couple laps. There you go. A couple laps to get in that rhythm. Tracks like this are always a rhythm-based deal, you know. If you get out of your rhythm, you can, you know, mess up like 4 corners in a row or 6 before you like that going. Like, okay, oh, and the 41 scrapes the wall.
14 fishtail in.
Every time you got to restart, refocus, different tire sets, different tire combinations, 2 tires, 4 tires. You can't make this stuff up. You just gotta drive it and feel it. And sometimes if you get the unexpected. Beckman's starting to look focused here. Jones really charging the corner there. Making it stick. What did Slim used to tell me all the time in his classes on Sunday? Slow is fast, you know. But that voice of his, there's a couple actors who's got that deep voice, you know. When Slim talks, it just kind of puts you in a trance, you know. Now, Milt, you know, I can't even, I can imitate a lot of people, but my voice, I can't imitate. It's almost like Elvis, you know. Hello, I'm Slim Jim Gately.
Yeah, well, that's more of Johnny Cash. And yeah, I take him as more of a Johnny Cash type.
Yeah, I think you got it down better than I do.
I got the cadence down. I don't quite have the tone, but I got the Slim Jim cadence.
15 and then blow up. But point is, that's how intricate this is, you know. These guys getting lapped, they're not chumps, man. They're professional sim racers. They're good. But this is a pro league, man. You know, I've been that guy that's just getting lapped over and over again. Because it's just tense, you know. Just like, boy, you know, it's just little things that's the difference between these guys and how they execute, you know. Well, we've seen the 007, what he can do on road courses. King of the Hill winner beat my ass years ago by 2 points. Or was it 1 point? I can't remember, but he won. He's got great skills at all.
Well, Mark DeSenza still hasn't recovered from that end of longest line very much. Mired in 7th place. trying to track down his teammate, A6 DJ Sorrentino. As we approach 60 laps to go here.
I'm really impressed with the beer can. Knowing him and talking to him and watching him race all these years, he's kind of, oh, and he gets sideways there. Kid Hansen is, he would call himself not a good short track driver, but yet again, here he is in fifth with a great, patient, clean run. The fenders are on that thing, and he's working. Just very good driver in the 14. Got a good battle here for fourth place.
Wrong key. That is shaping up to be the next battle on the track here as we cycle through the field. Battle for second also brewing here as Chris Beckman is starting to get runs on Dan Jones in the 007.
The thing about Martinsville, it starts to go green every lap. Execute. It's so easy to get in and out of rhythm, especially when somebody's on your six like that. And he is all over him like a wet napkin.
Here we go. Dan Jones pushes up.
That's one of the best places to pass here is coming out of 4. You don't get the pass out of 4. You set up the pass for turn 1. And Beckman, just a little love tap there with the wall. Great pass by the Highline driver. You're like, okay, I got through that. Now I got to focus here. And I beat this guy.
See,
Got
Matt
that
didn't.
going through your mind, but at the same time, it's still every corner. Execute. Can't worry about what the 15's doing. You got to worry about what you're doing. Because if you make a mistake, then it's moot, That's so hard to do because in your mind you want to challenge, you want to catch him, you want to outbreak him. But the reality is you got to race the track and execute. You see the exact same line for the 41 every time, and he is coming. Lap traffic here with Donald Ritchie doing a great job. Like I said, these guys are pros. It's just so hard. This league's been around for 18, 19, I don't know how many years. A long time. To earn the respect and to be a part of this league and to run on Friday nights with the TV lights. And, you're getting lapped, but this dude's a pro, I mean, you try it, Come on down and see what you can do. See if you can beat these guys. I guarantee you, if I showed up and got an hour of practice, I'd be getting lapped. I guarantee it. And I've won 15 championships in this league. It's not easy.
See, Matt Watkins there, he's got a little wiggly there chasing down the lap car. Saw him come off the corner, fishtail it a little bit.
Kevin Mays let him by there. Another driver. I'm so impressed. Guys having fun. We can't all be Matt Watkins, man. In fact, nobody can. He shoots up and shows up and runs, and he's part of it. He's competing and he's enjoying it. That's what it's all about. It's having fun. Doing the best you can and racing on Friday night with the lights on and. I respect so much, Jim Ray from the beginning. We always respected, that. We always wanted that for drivers to show up and do the best you can. And you don't have to be that guy. You just have to have fun. That's what it's all about. If you ain't having fun, why would you do it? You compete, you do the best, you do work, you try to improve. That's what it's about. And
Yeah,
you're
Rick Castle.
racing against the best, so I'm leaving it out there on the table.
Meanwhile, Rick Castle is working on the rocket. Man, Mark is usually pretty fast here, but just doesn't seem to have it tonight, and never fully recovered from that end of longest line. He's about to give up 6th place here.
Well, watching the 007 now reminds me of myself, because we have same skill sets, where we're good and where we're bad, and you really saw him challenged for a while there, and now that car is just going away. And sideways! Oh, he's sideways down the straightaway. Every time you anchor those tires, tire wear, he was saying earlier, tire wear is not much, but tire heat is, the tires will be there, but you anchor them and the tire gods will not be happy with you.
Yeah, so lap times don't fall off a lot, but the maneuverability, the repeatability, the consistency starts to go as the tires get hotter.
Last lap, 22.037. Not a good lap. Let's see what this lap is as he gathers it up. That's more like a 21.8. So like you said, exactly. The tires weren't angry. He just had a bad line into that corner and then makes it back up and 3/10 off his best lap. So
Beckman a little fishtail and hangs on to it.
But that's what the difference is between, him and the 15 car right now. That guy he's a machine. Lap traffic coming up on the 15 a little bit.
63, next victim here.
The 41s is saying the same thing. What do I have to do? I mean, just a couple little bobbles. Now we got, car links. That guy in the 15, I don't know, if you're watching, if you can show me somebody that's better in the world than this sim, then, I'd like to see him, Come show up on Friday night and beat this guy. But he's on it. Good luck.
And Nick Walters is feeling the effects of those 2 left side tires, and just as I say that, he almost, oh wow. Look how tough it is to get going again there.
Right?
I think it was questionable. I think some might have been able to make it.
Watkins last lap, 21.9. Best lap, 21.4. So half a second off his best lap. I'll see what he gets this lap. 21.8. So he's still pushing pretty hard here. Saving fuel here is not clutching. It's just lifting a little bit early.
Time off throttle, yeah.
Time off throttle, yep. Nobody does all that better. There's another guy we haven't seen in a while, I'm sure he's doing life, and Rick Johnson, he's pretty good at that too.
Meanwhile, Rick Castle, the other Rick, has moved up to 5th place there. taking advantage of Mark
Oh
DeSenza's
boy, the 41
descent.
hits the wall there a little bit.
And also taking advantage of that wiggle we saw out of Nick Walters. So Rick Castle continuing to move forward, continuing to capitalize on Slim's misfortune to try and close that point gap.
Brian Johnson, P8. Just really lost a little steam there, but
He was reeling his teammate in, Mark the Rocket DeSenza, who's just not on it tonight. I don't know if there's something wrong with that car, or he just got out of sorts there after his penalty.
this is Martinsville, man. Yeah. 3 hours ahead for him in the Empire State there, so late. He's put a lot of work in here. It's, never know what goes through a driver's mind as far as and just executing every lap. That's what we've been talking about, how hard it is to be a Swiss watch. The only Swiss watch I'm seeing is the 15. Everybody else is like human, you know.
Now, when it comes to Martinsville, I'm like that Timex with 2 X's that you bought from the dude in Times Square.
Well, you can't be good anywhere. You know, you've won a few races, a few championships, so you're like me,
yeah.
you know, just sometimes, man, you know, it's just like, but, you know, we keep working at it, you know.
Just like there's horses for courses, there are definitely some courses that are not for this horse.
Yeah.
And Martinsville is one of those
A
for
horse,
me.
Of course.
Martinsville is my kryptonite. I just cannot get it. You know, it's funny. I've had tracks like that I considered just to be poison to me, that I just couldn't ever get the handle on, and I gave up. And then suddenly, something clicked. Phoenix was one of them. Phoenix, I went from hating it, stealing a win from Mark DeSenza after following him and figuring out how he drove it, and then twice in the span of a week, I finished second to Matt Watkins at Phoenix in a Pro Cup and then a chicken run. And you know, it's the only time I was not disappointed in finishing second, because I was like, holy crap, it was Phoenix, and the only guy faster than me was Matt Watkins. So Phoenix has gone off the list of tracks that I hate, and it's moved to tracks
It's
I feel
funny
good
how
at.
it works that way, you know.
Darlington.
All of a sudden,
Darlington
you
used to be that
find
way.
something, and then it changes.
Darlington used to be that way. Now I've got 9 wins there in FSB. Should have at least 12. There are 3 that I don't want to talk about.
Should have won a credit, you know. If I was 6 inches taller, I'd be in the NBA. But
No,
I
I'm talking
have to
about-
be able to jump. You know?
I'm talking about where people ran into me on pit road and stuff. You know, like, you know.
Yeah, okay. And here we got a great battle here. Castle, Hansen, and Dan Jones. This is the battle on the track here. Hansen goes wide. Here comes Castle down low. Rick Castle.
Yeah, Rick Castle is on the march. He's up to 4th. I'm looking
You know, when
for
you
a
talk to
podium.
Rick, like post-race, he's always talking about how he analyzes the race, and then when you know he's a student of this. He's like, and he's so humble, you know. Yeah, I had a good run, you know. I'm gonna work on getting better, and when you talk about a guy that is dedicated and works on getting better, he ain't lying, you know. The 9, this is one of the best short track runs I've ever seen him run, and got a little jiggy there, and this is what Dan Jones wants to see. As talking about short track runs.
Chris Beckman is retired. Chris Beckman was running second. All of a sudden, I just noticed that
Yeah, so
Castle
we see
is
Dan
in
Jones
3rd.
second. What the heck happened? Let's take
That's
a look.
yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear from him unless there was some
Unless it-
kind of internet snap.
Disconnection. There it is. Chris Beckman received throughput fell to unacceptable level.
No. There it is. Oh my gosh.
This happened to him on
You
Tuesday
gotta
night.
be
This happened to him.
kidding me.
This happened to him on Tuesday night on the very last lap of the chicken run, as well. Oh, that's brutal.
You know, you yell at your cable company, and sometimes it's just the stinking internet. And you gotta be kidding me. That's two drivers that just really got hosed.
Yeah, Slim and Chris both got the short end, but Rick Castle, opportunity knocks, and
Well, that's
so does
where
Rick
it's
Castle
at.
knock on the door of the 007. He smells
Look, that's racing.
second
and
place.
That's life. And, you know, if you ain't tough, you're not going to make it through life. Because everybody got problems, you know. This is nothing compared to what probably all of us have to deal with in real life. Or, you know, escape from real life. Believe me, it's mine, you know. That's why I love showing up here every Friday night. Gives me something to look at. And we got, speaking of something to look at, we got a dangle here.
We got a
Castle
battle.
all over the 007. And the
Second,
9
third,
is
and
in the
fourth.
picture there.
Second, third, and fourth, all under a blanket
Look, the
here.
9 has really found something because I talked to this guy in Links for years. After the races, we watch the replays, we drink and have a good time and talk about, you know, how the race was and life and everything and racing. And this guy has been racing stems since stems were invented.
These guys
All
are
the
going to
way
be
back.
scraping the bottom of the barrel on rubber here.
That's what I'm thinking. These tires are absolutely greasy as hell. I'd say
14 to go.
if they were gonna pit, they would have done it already. So it's run what you brung.
No,
I think they're gonna make it on fuel.
I think they're just going to make it. You know, they're slowing down so much with the tire wear. I think they're going to make it on fuel. But man, they're just going to be skating on these tires.
Hey, Watkins, last lap 21.7, best lap 21.4. So he's not worried about saving fuel. I mean,
Well, that's the thing. The track is so
he
small.
must
It's
feel
just
like he has it. Otherwise, he'd be backing it off. 21.6 that lap.
Yeah, it's just as
off his fastest lap.
as the projection expands, as you spend more time off throttle, like we were talking about earlier. And so that 21.7, that's 0.3 of a second on a half-mile track. That's like losing a second on a mile and a half. And
Only he sees his F screen and what the fuel gods are telling him in the sim if he can make it or not. You know, Splash, Afghan, Ken, in this sim, it gives you a pretty good idea. So if these other guys are worried about it, that's, you know, confusing to me a little bit. Yeah. Of course, when you're in the lead and you're able to roll and lift, that makes a huge difference. Matt Watkins right up against the wall, still running qualifying laps. 8 to go coming up.
Castle needs to figure out if he wants to just take what he's got or try and get that one extra point. He's got to also be fighting
Meanwhile,
greasy tires just like
second,
everybody
third, and
else.
fourth are battling and dealing with it. Here comes Castle trying to work the 007.
Nick Walters has fallen into the clutches of the 3-car, Mark Senza.
9 still trying to get to here. The 15 is gone unless he runs out of gas. Not likely. The greatest gas saver I've ever raced against.
Great job by Dan Jones too, 007, hanging on there.
He's hanging in. Yeah, he's fighting tooth and nail to hold on to that
This is
spot.
one of the best races I've seen him run in a long time, but it's not over.
Meanwhile, this battle for
Castle is on
fifth.
it.
Oh man, Mark DeSenza all over the place trying to get around Nick Walters. We're just going to take the camera off Matkins because he is gone. And he's 15 seconds up on the second place battle here. In fact, he might lap
we got
7th
lap
place.
traffic here, so Gopher's a fast car. So, does he want to just get out of the way? He's P9, but he's about to get lapped by these guys.
Well, he's already been lapped by Matt Watkins, so he might as well just get out of their way. He's not racing the car in front of him for position. No, he's not. He's not battling Kevin Mays. Kevin Mays is 5 laps down.
I would get out of the way because you got a battle here for 2, 3, and 4. Once they get to you, you got to get out the way.
There you go for 6th place. Ryan Johnson takes 6 from Mark Desenza.
They're going to deal with the 92 here. Believe me, these guys are aware of what's going on here.
Castle to the outside.
The 92 does a great job getting out of the way, but it's still it's work for these guys. Look, 63 is fast enough. If I'm looking in my mirror and I'm him, until they get to me, I'm pushing. When they get to me, I'm getting out the way.
Oh,
the 007.
007 to pit road. 007 is pitting.
For the 007, he's out of gas. Could this happen to other people?
Is he out of gas or is he out of tire? White flag in the air. And Ryan Johnson is side by side with Nick Walters for 5th.
Johnson
For 4th
makes the
now.
pass. Great
4th
pass.
4th now with Dan pitting. And your podium is going to be
Walker's
Matt
still
Watkins.
third, and Brian Johnson, P2.
No, P3. Checkered flag in the air. Matt
P3
Watkins
for
wins.
Johnson. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Rick Castle 2nd. Nick Walters currently scored 3rd, but I think that's going to cycle over to Ryan. The 2nd here. There it is. It finally updated the score. So, yeah.
How about that battle?
And Mark de Rocket Desenza, we thought he was losing something there. It turns out he was saving that whole time, and he ends up 4th.
Great drive by the 3 to get a great finish. Rick Castle. I think they threw a little bit of Jack Daniels in that gas tank.
Something.
These guys put on a show or what? Are you kidding me?
Well, and this is a huge points night again for Rick Castle. Got to be happy with the 2nd place finish there.
Absolutely.
Because as you see the points coming in tonight, it's Jason Dulfer who is in 2nd. My mistake. Why did I think Rick Castle was 2nd? He's in 3rd in the points. It's still going to be a great points night for him. He's going to put some distance on Dave Ellens.
Well, you made
Make
a
up some of the
mistake.
ground.
I can't believe that.
Yeah, I am getting older.
Well, welcome to my world. How about that?
Chris Beckman must be. He was doing so well.
Yeah, and then he got disconnected there.
I loved my cats when I had them, and dogs. So I wouldn't kick them, but figuratively, you gotta kick something. You might walk outside. Early, I used to walk outside and go. Crap.
Yep, that's what you gotta do. That's all you can do in those
Just
situations.
walk back inside, deal with it.
Yeah, it's rough. Oh, my Stream Deck disconnected for some reason.
Ryan Johnson, where did he come from? Again, this is a great run for the 59, which, he needed, and do what he do, and
There's the points update.
Is it up there now?
Yeah. I just had to hit refresh on. Well, first of all, I had to replug my Stream Deck because I can't refresh the scene without my Stream Deck. Don't know why it disconnected there. Just right as we went to post race, it played the disconnect sound. But I fixed it, and yeah, points are updated. So thanks for jumping on that, Ryan. And great run for you there.
Bam.
Where did he come from? Ryan Johnson special right there.
Yeah, well, I was kind of up front after, staying out on that one pit stop. Was able to hang for a little bit. Then I just lost the line and fell back. And then luckily there, I didn't run out of fuel. It looked like there were a few of them dropped out from fuel, and hey, made the finish.
Awesome run there. Yeah, making fuel as you go along. That's a Ryan Johnson run if I ever heard one. And Dan, I see you're in here. Did you have to pit for fuel or did you have to pit for tires?
Nope. Fuel.
Fuel, okay.
One lap, and then I pitted, came out, and then I ran out of gas when I came out.
Oh my goodness. So they must put a splash in and it wasn't enough.
Nope. Well,
No,
the thing is,
well,
I didn't change the setting at all, and I've never had that happen before.
That is weird.
Well,
Well, tough
lest
break
we
that.
forget what a great run, and just another disappointment in the line of disappointments for other drivers. But like Slim said, you take that and put that in the bank, and
Yeah, they know you were there.
That was a great run.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I couldn't get around you there. I was trying.
Yeah, and Rick Castle came charging up from 7th to 2nd there in that last, 50 laps or so. Looks like you had a strategy and a game plan from the drop there and executed it to a T.
Yeah, I made sure to top off fuel on that last caution and gave me just enough. And I just really got into a good rhythm there on that, long green run at the end there. I started to really, get the car working pretty well. Nice to get up there and on the podium tonight, the Jack Daniels Tennessee Honey car. And shout out to my teammates there at Synergy Motorsports as well.
Woo-woo.
And good
Well,
job, Ryan. And
Yeah, well,
sure.
the thing is we always know how you roll, and you always analyze the situation and get the best finish you can. But the thing that impressed me was that when you pull that rabbit out of your hat on that last run, after all, 2 hours of racing, and then track changes, situation changes, and then you bring the aggressive pace to bother the 007 and work him into not having enough fuel. I mean, that was a great racing. That was great racecraft and work on him, and also saving your fuel while you worked him hard enough to for him to not have enough fuel. I mean, that's fantastic.
Right. Well, thank you very much, Milt.
Yep,
I
good job there.
definitely try.
That helps you chip into the points
Good
there.
job,
Moving you up
Thank
to
you,
3rd. Ryan Johnson moves up to 4th, jumps 3 spots there, and 30 points out of the lead there as we cross the halfway mark. And Matt Watkins hadn't shown up for a lot of Friday nights this week, but I thought you were skipping short track season. What's going on?
Mama, there goes that man.
Basically, I used to hate this place. And, now I figured it out a little bit, so I like it.
Well,
But
watching basketball, you always hear, gosh, I can't remember his name, but he always saying, "Mama, there goes that man." Well, when Matt Watkins walks by, and you got a little kid next to you, and you see Matt Watkins walk by, "Mama, there goes that man."
That was a lot of fun. I was right on it with the fuel last round. I was lap for lap, so I was like, "Yep, we sputtered on the last lap, but we'll be good." So
Is that what happened? Did you run out after the checkers?
yeah, I was sputtering. Fuel light came out like 3 to go, but yeah, it was matching lap for lap. So I was like, "We'll be just good enough." So I just kept the same pace throughout the run, and it worked out.
That's the way it is at Martinsville.
Well,
the
we were
projection's
wondering
usually
that
on the spot.
because your lap times were just a couple of tenths off your So, I kept thinking, well, he's got a huge lead here. Why isn't he backing off, a little bit? But,
Never seen him much tonight myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could just roll the corner for a while, you can save a lot of gas. And so I had a pace that would work for me, not lose a rhythm. So that was
So
the pace we just
that was why you were faster than everybody, and it also saved you fuel. Because like I was talking during the race, there's a reason that brake and roll through the corner there, and your line was a little bit higher than Slim's, which Slim did get you on that pit stop, and then he blew up.
Then blew up.
Christmas. But the
Yeah.
thing was, I noticed your line was a little bit higher, and obviously, the sim is the same for everybody. So to work that fuel and have that speed and be able to save fuel, it's just amazing racecraft.
Yeah, that's what I can never figure out with these type of tracks is just being able to roll that corner and keep on momentum up. And as you can see, it matters. But yeah,
It matters,
Slim and
yeah.
Chris, man, tough grade. They were really, really good. And I think they would have both been there if they not had their issues. So
Yeah,
they
that
were
helped
fast
us
for
out
sure.
a lot there.
Yeah,
Yep,
we would
yep.
have loved to have seen Slim in front with the clean air, and he's followed you a lot this year when you showed up and been diligent. The fans were disappointed, definitely. That but when the other cars got in front of you, your restarts were amazing, and on the outside they're working, and the thing was, the outside isn't a preferred line, but the thing was you were keeping these guys down where they couldn't get the exit off of the corners. So, and your pace through there, I mean, that's, man, you are the man, dude. And these guys are good, man. They're pros. They're really good.
Well,
Yeah,
that
they
was,
are.
whooping.
These guys are really good.
That
So,
was a butt
it's,
whooping.
yeah, butt whooping from Matt Watkins. Great run there, Matt. And next week we are at Richmond for the third leg of this short track month of June. Short track season here in season 43 of the Winston Cup series. We thank our podium finishers joining us here tonight. And Ryan Johnson, also series admin, getting the points updated there. Third place finish as well. Rick Castle with the strong, slow, steady, perfect strategy there to pick up the second. Great night there. Very quiet run, and then just there at the end.
This thing ain't over,
Good
folks.
points night. Yep. And of course, Matt Watkins, your race winner.
I like Delpher's chances here, man.
Yeah, Dolpher 6 points back, but we're
Big
halfway
finish,
through,
you know,
and there's some
the-
great tracks for Slim coming up.
Yeah,
We'll see. Should be fun to watch.
Pops Markson won this championship, and he never won a race. And so
No, that was Webb.
Webb. So it could happen,
It can certainly happen. So we thank all you guys for joining us. Thanks as always for partner Milt Minter Jr. joining me in Sound and Vision from Fresno, California. We thank our series sponsor, Farmer Brothers Contracting, Bill Farmer, putting up the hardware again, and of course Sam Young, Liga owner, operator, promoter, keeping this game alive, keeping this league alive here 19 years later. We're still here every Friday night, but I gotta get my butt to bed. I'm old and tired. And
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
I know I'm exhausted, so I want to wrap this one up.
All right,
Thanks
brother.
everybody for joining, and we'll catch you next week from Richmond. Until then, I'm Sean Reap saying good night for FSB Racing Live.